What's good, YouTube? It's DBTown24 here, back to you guys with another video. I figured since I have nothing to do today, I really didn't even go to sleep last night. That's why I have bags in my eyes. So I figured I'd go ahead and knock out a story vid for you guys. This is going to be the I quit, you're fired story. To be honest, guys, I can clearly do this one in two separate story videos, but I'm just going to kind of combine it into one. So I figured let's start off with the first story, which is the I quit. For those of you who do not know, I do not have a job. I work full-time from YouTube. And for those of you who want to know how it is working from YouTube, you're underpaid and you basically need to work 24/7 or you're not going to pay your fucking bills. But even with all the troubles I go through trying to pay bills and trying to constantly have shoes to do videos on, there's no way in hell I would trade my YouTube job for a real job. Don't get me wrong, if I had a real job that was paying me extra, like extreme cash, of course, like I'm not saying buy to YouTube, but of course I will get a job. But I've tried it, which is gonna be in the second story. It don't fucking work. I quit my first job because, to be honest, guys, the day before I quit, I had gotten I got written up because the bitch was like, oh man, you're late all the time. And really, I'm like 5 minutes late, and I understand that's late. And it's not even every day. It's just sometimes because this was before I had my car. So sometimes I was just 5 minutes late. But the manager wanted to act like I was just late all the time. And to make it worse, guys, I was the best worker there. I'm not trying to bullshit you guys. I was told this by other managers. I was told this by my coworkers. I was told this by my shift leads. I was the best worker there. And this bitch gonna complain to me about being there 3 to 5 minutes late. Don't get me wrong, guys. I understand. Late is late. Like, there's no fine lines between it. Whether you're a minute late or an hour late, you're fucking late. I understand that. But my thing was, especially with this particular job, dude, everyone was breaking the rules. It's because I'm 3 minutes late, this bitch tripping, but you got the next dude who's not working. He's over there eating a fucking chicken wing in the corner of the fucking dish room. Some other dude is over there listening to music, drinking pink lemonade, and I promise you the rest were fucking interns that didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And to me, it pissed me off. I'm like, you're gonna sit here and bitch to me about 3 minutes, yet you don't bitch to any other interns for the shit that they do. You don't bitch to any of the other employees for the shit that they do. I was just done. Another part of why I quit, if you guys watch the gay story, a lot of the people there were just happened to be gay. And I have no problem with gay people at all. You know, I have gay cousins. Like, I have no problem with gay people at all. My problem with this place was, how the fuck was I the only one getting in trouble, but all of the gay interns wasn't getting in trouble by my gay manager? So she writes me up, and I just remember being so pissed, guys. I was like, you gonna write me up, bitch? I was so fucking heated. So I go home, I made sure I got a good night's sleep. I wake up, and guess what? I fucking overslept. Like, what are the odds that I oversleep the exact day after I basically just got told off by my manager? So y'all know what I did? I didn't go back. I'm one of those dudes that if I feel like you got a problem with me, that's it. Like, as far as friendships, if I feel like someone's fucking me over, that's it. Especially when it comes to a job, someone I don't even fucking know. If I feel like my manager has a problem with me, bitch, I'm gone. Basically like Lamar Odom did with the Lakers. The Lakers were going to trade him, and then the trade fell through, so then they were like, okay, never mind, Lamar, we want you back. He was like, why the fuck would I want to go back to a team that just tried to trade me? So we got the fuck out of LA. And ever since then, guys, I've been doing this lovely YouTube. It's paid off quite a bit. For those people who think that I get a whole bunch of money and think that I'm rich, you're totally wrong. To be honest, I get paid less on YouTube now than I was getting paid being a dishwasher at this place. So then we fast forward to the you're fired story. Oh man, this one I had already quit my first job. So this time I had maybe about 5,000 subs on YouTube, 7,000 subs, within that range. And my brother had decided that he wanted to get a new job, so he got this job at this like factory where, you know, like they're putting together parts for a fucking elevator shaft or something like that. So, you know, me, I was like, you know what, I can take this part-time job and do my YouTube. So that's, you know, even more money right there. So, you know, I take the job, and worse than my first job. People tell me all the time, guys, and I understand, I have a problem with authority. Don't get me wrong. I respect my elders, and I respect people who respect me back. But my biggest problem with jobs is you run into people who just don't respect you. And that shit right there, I don't like. not only did I feel like the managers and just the people there didn't respect me, they were fucking stupid. Let me break this down for you guys. So basically, we had this little line basically, and you have to like pass these things down to someone else. So say there was 5 people in the line, and then one person at the end who didn't really count in the line, but there's one person at the end that basically checked everything that went through the line to make sure everything was good or whatever it is. So what they do is they have you take this little connector piece that goes to, that is some type of part on an elevator shaft or whatever it is. So you get this connector piece, and what they want you to do is have the first person stick like a red wire in there. Then that person's supposed to pass it down to the second guy who sticks a blue wire in there. Then he passes it down, and then they stick a green, like so on and so forth till it gets to about the 5th person. Then they give it to the person down there who then checks all the wires and makes sure everything's in there correctly. This shit took forever. We went through like 500 connectors, thousands of wires, putting them all in this little fucking connector thing. And my biggest gripe with this thing is, why the fuck are we doing this singly when you can just tell the bitch up there to do all 5 wires by herself, the dude after her to do all 5 wires by himself? Like, why are we sitting here doing 1 wire at a time when it would clearly be double the time if we all did our own fucking connectors? Is it just me, or does that make sense? So me, being the dude I am, I told the manager, I said, yo, this don't make sense, man. Why are y'all doing this way? You need to be doing it this way, because this way makes a hell of a lot more sense. She was like, oh, we don't do it like that here. I literally looked at her like, what the fuck? You don't do it like that here? What kind of fucking... I'm sorry guys, that lady right there probably made me the most mad I've been in a while at like a employee or some type of manager. Whatever she was, that was just dumb. Like, we're sitting here spending hours and the shit hurts. Like, my hands would start bleeding because these wires were not easy to put into the connector, and if you struggle too much, the damn wires is like start secreting oil, so then it's all slippery and shit, so then you have to put more pressure. So my hands ended up bleeding on both of them, so now I'm really pissed. So I have 2 bloody hands, and I'm simply asking this bitch if she can make it easier on the people who's actually doing all the fucking work, and she want to look at me like I'm crazy. So I just rolled my eyes, gave her the stank face, and continued to work for hours. A day later, I was fired. That was the first time I've ever been fired, but that bitch is lucky because I would have went there and quit anyways. I told my brother that, yo, I'm gonna stick it out for a week and then I'm leaving. Like, I can't do this. And he was like, all right, I feel you, because he was gonna quit anyways, because we both were having the same dumbass problem with everyone in there. And I lasted there all of 2 days. There you go, guys. That's the I quit, you're fired story. I'm assuming I just have a big problem with authority. Or like I said, it's not even really authority. I don't like being disrespected. And when it comes to YouTube, everything's really based on you. Though I feel the need to kind of get videos out often because this is how I pay my bills. So I do need to make sure, you know, I have my videos on, you know, I have my videos down pat. But nonetheless, everything is still on my time virtually. Anyways, I'm going to catch you guys on the next story vid or whatever vid I decide to do. It's DBTown24 here. And what are you doing, guys? Hit that like button. Peace.